We have our first look at Stranger Things Season 5. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris and welcome back to another Stranger Things update video. I know I just had an update video yesterday, but we got another big piece of news from the Stranger Things writers Twitter account. But before I dive into it, be sure to hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts on what I'm about to talk about, subscribe to that notification bell to help me reach my goal of 100,000 subscribers here on the channel. It would mean a lot. And check out the Unusual Couple podcast for weekly episodes with myself and my girlfriend Cam. We have a lot of fun with that. But today, I'm here to talk about the good old Stranger Things writers Twitter account, because man, do they love to tease us and egg us on Twitter. So the Stranger Things writers Twitter account put out this tweet that said, "Hope the studios make a fair deal with SAG soon, or else season 5 is looking like this." And attached to this tweet is a gif of Steve Harrington turning his head in sort of comical, almost meme-like way. We had no context of this, and in fact, I was like, is this actually from season 5 when I first saw it? But they responded to this tweet rather quickly and said, "FYI, this is previs for a scene in Ep1. So technically your first look at season 5. We told Joe he has to perform it exactly like this." A little sarcasm there at the end.
That's good.
I love how the Stranger Things writers Twitter account has always been on the comedic side, while still giving us huge hints at what's to come. Like, I'll dive into this picture in a second, but if you play this GIF, it is Steve Harrington in season 5. He's got a new outfit, obviously. The context of the scene we are fully unaware of, but I'm gonna dive into that later on. I want to address the actual words tweeted out by the Duffers, as I had a video yesterday talking about when the actor strike could end, and the Duffers are like, this needs to end, like, get a deal done soon. That is the consensus right now. In fact, since I uploaded yesterday's update video about the writer strike ending, it's been confirmed that SAG-AFTRA will meet with AMPTP on Monday. They're going to try and continue negotiations and hopefully get a deal done relatively soon. We saw how swiftly they acted with the writer strike. It looks like they want to follow suit with the actors. And like I said, this is probably because they want to have press tours and get everything back to normal as we approach fall movie season with movies like The Marvels and Wonka, some of the bigger holiday season releases. They want to have these back to normal, essentially. It's also worth noting that after my video yesterday, we got this huge piece of news that a lot of the studios unveiled a lot of the projects they want to put the most emphasis or focus on to get, back on track to release as soon as possible. For example, HBO wants to prioritize House of the Dragon, the new season of Euphoria, the new season of White Lotus. Netflix, on the other hand, is prioritizing Wednesday Season 2, but most notably the final season of Stranger Things Season 5. They want to get the ball rolling on this thing, obviously, because it is their most popular show, and it's important to not make the fans wait 3 years yet again, even though that could still be the case. But one of their main points, and a valid point, is that they want to get to filming the 5th season before its aging stars can no longer pass for high schoolers. Now, to this I say, fair enough, but at the same time, that ship sailed a long time ago. I mean, we're talking in Season 3, these kids were already looking pretty old. You bump into season 4, they already look really old, but it never bothered me, and I think that a lot of people put too much emphasis on this, because if you go to Spider-Man from the 2000s with the Raimi trilogy, or Back to the Future, there were damn near 30-year-old men playing high school students, with Michael J. Fox playing Marty McFly, and notably Tobey Maguire playing Peter Parker in the original Spider-Man trilogy from Raimi. Like, they looked older, but it never really took me out of the movie that much. Like, we all know this is entertainment. This is not 100% accurate to reality. We're watching a show about the Upside Down with Vecna, and all of these, unrealistic things are happening on screen. So to sit here and nitpick the age of the cast is the last thing on my mind whenever I watch Stranger Things. So it never really bothered me. Obviously, it is smart to want to get this thing done sooner rather than later, because if they get too old, it might be a little unbelievable within the actual timeline of the show. That's probably the bigger concern, is if we pick up right where we left off after the final shot of season 4, there could be some continuity errors in a way, but I don't think that's going to rub too many people the wrong way. I just am glad Netflix is fully prioritizing this. And the fact that the Duffer Brothers put out this tweet and they're already doing previs, which, by the way, if you don't know what previs is, I'll read that definition real quick. Previs, or pre-visualization, helps to plan out what a film or show is going to look like. It's the process of visualizing a scene before creating it. It generally takes the form of 3D animation. Sometimes they start with 2D storyboard and then they go into the 3D animation. So that's exactly what this GIF is, and the fact that the Stranger Things writers Twitter account, which is always a mouthful to say, tweeted this out shows that they were itching to get as much ready as possible before filming can begin once the actor strike is up, because during this entire 140 plus day strike, they had a bunch of ideas. They couldn't write, but they were thinking on these ideas, stewing on fun things they wanted to add to the scripts or put into the final season. And the fact that they're already getting into previs is very hopeful. Like I said in my last update video, they're going to be prepping as much as humanly possible to have as much done as they can when the actor strike ends, so that they can just have the actors come on set and they can film immediately. In fact, I think there's a world where the actor strike ends in, say, the next 2 or 3 weeks, and filming starts in November, because remember, it was originally slated to start filming in June of this year and was going to shoot for a long time. We've heard all the actors say, David Harbour said it's going to be a long shoot, the longest yet and the biggest in scale, and that seems to be the case with what everyone has said. It all lines up, so they got to start filming sooner rather than later so they can get into the post-production, because the VFX work is probably going to be even more than it was for Season 4, which still took a very long damn time. It's safe to say we can expect more updates from Twitter like this damn near daily. They're itching to get out there, and I'm sure they're going to drop little Easter eggs for us. I definitely think they're going to have something cooked up for us on Stranger Things Day itself. But let's talk about this GIF they released. It's Steve Harrington in Season 5. He's wearing some sort of button-down, it looks like, a collared shirt, and I think it's a full-on long-sleeve button-down. So what's he doing? I don't know. It looks like he has some sort of straps on, possibly. I don't know, suspenders? It looks like faintly, or it could just be the crinkle of his shirt. But Steve's always been rocking the fits, so this is no surprise, really. Now, this is from Season 5, Episode 1, The Crawl. That's the only episode in Season 5 we have the title for. But what's he doing in this? I'm not sure. He turns his head in a sassy way, does a little eyebrow raise. It's very meme quality, because when we see this in live action, the side-by-side comparison is going to be hilarious. Now, the last point I want to bring up is, what is going on in this scene? Who the hell knows? I'm sure this is just him responding to a snarky comment from one of the kids, whether that be Dustin or Robin making some remark, and Steve's like, what?
Seriously?
Or, and hear me out, this is for the delusional fan base out there, this could be his head-turn response to the news that Eddie is alive. That is far, far-fetched, and it's fun to feed into delusions every now and then. But could you imagine if the first look of Season 5 was a GIF in previs of Steve Harrington finding out the news that Eddie Munson is alive? We'll have to wait and find out, but that would be the wildest little hint ever, and truly unfathomable. But yeah, all that's to say, this is very promising that the Stranger Things writers account is tweeting out these things about previs. The Duffer Brothers definitely want to get the ball rolling here. We have proof that Netflix is putting this at the forefront in terms of priority. So Stranger Things Season 5 will be filming much sooner than we had anticipated, say, a few weeks ago, when it looked like there was no hope for the strikes ending. The writer strike is resolved, the actor strike is next, and I won't be surprised if in only a matter of days or weeks the actor strike is officially over, and we can get to filming with not only Stranger Things Season 5, but tons of other productions that were shut down, or were about to start filming but had to halt due to the strikes. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, we're in the end game now, and there's so much to be optimistic about as fans of Stranger Things and just movies and TV in general. But that does it for this update about our first look, technically, at Stranger Things Season 5. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think Steve is doing in this scene? Do you have any predictions for the first episode? Let me know that and more in the comments down below. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to that notification bell to help me reach my goal of 100,000 subscribers here on the channel. It would mean a lot. Of course, I'll be giving you updates on Stranger Things, but I also do movie reviews and TV reviews for all kinds of content on my channel as well. Thank you as always for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys on the other side of the Upside Down.